Hello and welcome to marketing91.com. In this video, we are going to cover the topic on Introduction to Marketing Research. Let's start with the introduction. Many companies conduct marketing research to analyze the changes in the marketing environment by applying several statistical tools. This systematic collection, organization, analysis, and interpretation of primary or secondary data in order to find out the solution to marketing problems is called marketing research. Many companies use a combination of resources to study their competitors, industries, channel strategies, and audiences. Moving further, the data that is collected can either be primary data or secondary data. Primary data is also called as first-hand data and secondary data is called second-hand data, which is available in books, magazines, journals, research reports, etc. A company normally spends 1% to 2% of company sales in marketing research, and a large percentage of that is spent on services of outside firms. So now let's look at the types of marketing research firms. There are three categories. The first, syndicated service research firms. These firms gather consumer and trade information, and this information is then sold for a fee. Examples, Nielsen and KANTAR. Next, custom marketing research firms. Such firms are hired to carry out particular projects. Once hired to do a specific project, they then design the study, conduct research, and then report the findings. And the third one, specialty line marketing research firms. These firms have specialties in providing specialized research services. A field service firm would be the best example for a specialty line marketing research firm as it sells field interviewing services to other firms. Now let's look at the 7 characteristics of a good marketing research. First, scientific method. Second, research creativity. Third, multiple methods used. Fourth, interdependence of models and data. Fifth, value and cost of information. Sixth, healthy skepticism. And finally, ethical marketing. Now let's look at each one of them briefly, starting with the scientific method. An effective marketing research always uses principles of scientific methods like careful observation, formulation of hypothesis, prediction, and testing. Next up is research creativity. Marketing research develops innovative ways to solve a problem at its best. Third, multiple methods used. Marketing researchers never only rely on any one method. Recognizing the value of using multiple methods, they always use 2 or 3 methods to increase confidence in their results. Fourth, interdependence of models and data. Successful marketing researchers recognize the underlying model guiding the type of information sought. They also realize that this is where the data can be interpreted from. Fifth, value and cost of information. A concern for estimating the value of information against its cost is shown by marketing researchers. The value of research is hard to quantify, whereas costs are typically easy to determine. The dependability and the authenticity of the findings and management's readiness to accept and act on those findings is what determines the value and cost of information. Next up, healthy skepticism. A good marketing researcher should always be open to healthy skepticism towards slick assumptions made about a market by the managers. They realize that marketing mix up problems and are vigilant towards it. And finally, ethical marketing. Ethical marketing research benefits both parties, the sponsoring company and its customers. When a marketing research is misused, it can harm or annoy customers, increasing the resentment towards the company. It can also be viewed as an invasion of privacy by the customers or as a disguised sales pitch that will not do anything but infuriate them further. Now let's look at an example of Netflix and its research methodology. Netflix Experimentation and Causal Inference. Netflix has a simple yet powerful approach to product innovation that it employs regularly. They frequently ask the members about their opinions and choices through online research experiments. This format of data-driven decision-making and commitment to experimentation stretches through all levels of the company. Through this experimentation, hypotheses and results are religiously analyzed. Moving further, almost all proposed changes to Netflix are tested through controlled A and B experiments. Everything right from new recommendation algorithms, user interface features, content promotion tactics, the launch strategies for originals to new member sign-up process and payment methods are tested through these experiments. Whenever these A and B experiments are not possible, and especially to measure new marketing and advertising ideas, Netflix relies on quasi experiments and causal inference methods. So that's it, folks. This brings an end to the topic on marketing research. These are some of the sources and links referred to for the content in the video. If you've liked the video, do subscribe to our channel. If you want to view these videos in an organized manner, you can visit freecourses.net, where all our videos are arranged in the form of courses. Thank you and see you in the next video.